in the top 16, which is going to be more than possible for him to get at least some this week.
And here we go. We have Seven and LESZNY. They are live on Toxicity. Let's see how this goes between these two guys. I mean, this is such a sick map for Seven. This was one of the maps where you just didn't want to ever face him. This and Aerial Walk. So let's see how this goes. Great little string of plasma connected with a rail follow-up. LESZNY looking very nice in this opening moment of Toxicity, but he doesn't have position on these items. Look at this, Seven trying to lock down this position. He does so, but he's pretty low, and it's going to be LESZNY that will actually manage to finish him off. So very, very close play here. Execution is LESZNY's friend right now. That's what's keeping him in the game. And oh wow, Seven just barely going to steal away that Mega.
Yeah, I was actually in the wrong server. There was 2 euros, my bad. But I mean, the closest start, at least that's kind of what LESZNY wanted. He didn't really want to go behind straight away. We got 7 at 42 points of health, LESZNY at 55 to 25. So LESZNY actually coming off this really well. The red armor will get picked up. This could still be a frag out of line and Ganano though. Oh, so unlucky for LESZNY. But he could still force the frag with the plasma if he can connect with 4-5 volts.
Seven is definitely not healthy, as you pointed out, but it doesn't matter if he hits rails like that. It's a great little double. And moving on through that yellow should be alright to get some more damage on LESZNY somehow if he gets his... Because LESZNY's going to be interested in this red armor. There's no way he's not challenging. And there he is. Those rockets were quite decent, to say the least. But Seven will get pushed out. So that was very well handled by LESZNY overall. Seven now tries to defend. He's pushed to a little bit of a defensive, but LESZNY's opting to take the long range game, and as he should, with that stack advantage.
Yeah, it doesn't look like Seven's actually hitting the shots we're used to seeing him hitting. So this is LESZNY's moment effectively to take full advantage of it. Really force his way onto Seven. Make him, I don't know, not scared, because obviously he's going to still be confident, but just make him feel a little bit out of his game. And there's going to be another frag here for LESZNY. Can he find it off the spawn? He's heard it. Seven will get the lightning gun, but the frag comes out just in time before that weapon switch was able to come into full effect. Yellow armor for him now as well, and this is a really good opening moments for LESZNY. He should be able to convert this into another one if he plays his cards right. The rocket launch is not quite good enough from Seven. The second one will be. That's going to force LESZNY to back away a little bit, but again, just Seven has absolutely nothing still available.
Yeah, LESZNY's doing a really good job actually maintaining a very strong stack, but that rail was massive there. That stopped LESZNY from getting himself on the Mega initially. But Seven, he got pushed off by the rocket. That was the rocket that he shot beneath the little Mega grate or whatever. That actually blocked Seven as he jumped across. That move basically just put LESZNY back in full control again with what should be a ridiculous sick toxicity stack. That Seven is chipping away at it, but it's not going to be enough. And LESZNY shouldn't be allowed to run with a stack like this. And it's just through a little bit of luck and very good placement of rockets that he's been able to maintain it.
CDDK, I'm really worried that LESZNY's going to extend the score difference to 10 plus, like against Madball, and then throw it away. So hopefully LESZNY can keep building the score and then hold on this time, and yeah, not lose out to Seven's aggressiveness. We're going to see a bit of an LG battle here in the middle. You can hear the screams. The frag comes in, a free red armor, 25 HP bubble as well, and there's so much time before these items spawn. All that really LESZNY needs to hit is one railgun, and that's going to put Seven in a really awkward position, and he will manage to get the yellow armor first there.
And it would be massive if Seven was to drop out in the best of 1 phases here, because LESZNY so far, he's got a really strong start. He's defending the Mega Health, taking that LG battle. We can see Seven very confident despite lacking stack in actually taking those fights and getting the shots in onto LESZNY now, abusing LESZNY's poor positioning, getting the damage in as he should be, and he should slowly be able to bring himself back into this game on the scoreboard. 5 frags separating the 2 players at the moment, but that should actually close up very soon unless LESZNY has a remarkable play like he has done so far.
I'm really liking some of the shots that LESZNY's hitting. He's really got his balls within today. Some of these angles he's deciding to take, and even his map movement has been perfect so far as well. Really got him out of some sticky situations. Yellow armor for him as well. He's still not quite healthy on the health side, but that's not to worry. He can work with what he's got at the moment. He's got a lot of possibilities to back away. A couple of HP bubbles still up on the map if he can find his way in there. And I mean, Seven, you got to not be too confident here in these fights, because it could go the other way. 62 points of health, we will still get it.
Definitely Seven starting the comeback trail, but he's under a lot of heavy fire. The rockets getting flung into him by LESZNY. but he's
I mean,
okay.
Yeah, I mean, this is what we saw LESZNY doing against Madball. I mean, in some ways, it's what you kind of got to do, isn't it, DDK? Come off the spawn aggressive, prevent your opponent stacking up. But do you think that's always the right way to play Toxicity?
It's a good rule of thumb, that's for sure with Toxicity. You've got to keep that pressure on, but there are, of course, situations whereby it's not going to be, let's say, plus EV. But most of the time, this is why people love to play this map. It's a similar reason why people love to play Aerowalk. You can just go aggressive, and oftentimes you can do no wrong by doing that. It's just how good your execution is, how good your in-fight is, and that's usually what will dictate how successful you are. And so far we're seeing LESZNY, though, you know, both players, in fact, applying good positioning and getting good fights. But so far it's LESZNY who's had the better of it just through a series of plays which have, you know, with a little bit of luck, have gone his way.
Yeah, definitely. And wouldn't this be a surprise turn of events to see LESZNY go out here in the best of one series already? Someone we were kind of pitting to maybe make the finals or semi-finals. So hopefully he can find his way back in. He's still got 4 minutes remaining. He's got quite a bit. He's got 100 to his name. About even for both players. That's a good opening line and good damage again from LESZNY. Almost as if Seven was unaware. And again, another free railgun comes out. Careless maybe maneuvering across the map from Seven a little bit. Nice railgun response though. Oh,
nice.
wow.
You hit another one, and there's no items coming up. This is a very crucial moment, and the thing is, Seven is really vulnerable right now to a follow-up. LESZNY has to get in his face before this red spawns. He's going to do that, and he only has the machine gun. Oh, he has rockets. He goes in with the rockets, and look at that. He almost gets Seven down. He still has a chance to just bully Seven, even though he's got no weapons. And wow, that LG, perfect. I have to say, I felt like LESZNY did the correct moves there, but Seven's aim just a bit too strong.
Yeah, I mean, 3 more machine gun bullets before the red armor was picked up from Seven, and that would have been a frag for LESZNY. He was down to 13 points of health. You can hear him screaming again as the red armor will get picked up from Seven. There's another frag, 9-8. 1 frag deficit now here for Seven, and he's in a position to tie this game up very quickly. Because again, LESZNY's not going to really be able to get on anything. He'd have to hit 3 fantastic railguns with no response to be in a position to challenge for Mega. Red armor, again, he can't really drop for it. He would get trapped in that death pit. So he's going to have to try and find... Oh, wow, he's actually been able to pick up the yellow armor. You're going to allow him to pick up that 7. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he's now back in control.
7 just getting pushed off of the Mega positioning. That's stolen away. Then a torrent of just damage hitting 7 in the side, almost unaware, and LESZNY, without really taking an actual fight, had 7 down to like sub 50 health, and that was an easy finish after that. 7, he's in a spot where he might just be close to throwing away the match, because if he's unable to break the stack of LESZNY, which is about to be 200-200, and this is the forbidden stack. You should never let your opponents get to this on Toxicity, and we should be about to see why.
Hopefully, we should be able to see. But I mean, to be honest, I'm surprised that I'm even considering Seven to be the favourite. I mean, consider the results he had against Madball. Yes, he lost the game, but Madball is such a strong player as well. And here again, if we can take this map off 7, he's going to be more than a force to reckon with. 11-8 now, red armor. And at this point, I wouldn't even advise LESZNY to slow it down. He just needs to keep doing what he's doing, consistently put damage onto 7. Like he's down to 70 at this point, not even going for the 225. So. Really, if LESZNY just keeps up the aggression, this should be his map. Good defensive rockets. But again, this should be another 5 kill. 12-8.
And if LESZNY is just concerned with just taking items, cycling items, there should be no way that he can lose this. But we can see now that, you know, maybe pushing the fight a little bit too hard there. He's going to get really low, and this is 7's one and only chance to get back in this game. We're going to switch over to 7. He gets a good exit rocket, and the acid chipping away at LESZNY, and 7 heard that. There's going to be the Mega picked up for 7. He's got 40 seconds to make 4 frags. That's 1 every 10 seconds. And I don't know if he's going to be able to do that. He's got to try to make it happen now. Where the hell is LESZNY, though?
LESZNY's playing this really well. He knows he's got 4 frag deficit. That's 20 seconds total spawn delay. All he needs to hold on now is for another 10 seconds. He needs this one, a brilliant rocket. Okay, he needs to hit absolutely everything now off the spawn. Can he find it? The spawn delay comes in. He's at yellow armor. 7 charges through. I think the yellow is going to be enough. And yeah, that is going to, I'm sure, seal the deal, maybe. He could still tie it up.
Yeah, this could still be... No. No, he's done. The spawn delay, 5 seconds, gonna kill the comeback for 7. And that's gonna mean that LESZNY is actually going to have taken out 7, which is, I would say, an upset. I mean, LESZNY is a great player. We've seen good results from him, but we haven't seen 7 caliber results from him. I mean, 7 just has better results.
Yeah, we haven't seen him take a map of evil, I think is the way to really describe it.
Yeah.
I mean, wow. I mean, but again, it could just be a case of this map because LESZNY, it does appear to be extremely strong here. So as to how he's going to fare on other maps, and if it was another map against 7, I don't know.
Yeah, toxicity, it can really blow up in your face. It's one of the reasons why many people wanted it removed, because no one wanted to pick it. So in best of 5s, it was always like the last map, and then it was always very anticlimactic, because either it's like a nail biter, because both players are going head to head and just hitting shot for shot, or one player has a period of a bad minute, for example, and then they go behind 10 frags, and it's like not really, probably not going to come back from that. So there you go. We'll move on to the next match very shortly, guys. We'll have a quick break first, as usual. So stay tuned here live on FACEIT TV for more Quake Live after the break.